Welcome to Magick Moonlog. I am your host, Dawn Marie Franzen, and this is a weekly series looking at the astrological forecast. So sit back and relax, and let's see what the moon and stars will bring us. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Magick Moonlog. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. And if you are a returning person, a returning listener, welcome back. I highly appreciate you coming to join me every week for this. So before I get into the Astrocast for the week, I just want to say that I am a huge Harry Potter fan, which if you guys have been listening to my podcast for some time, you will know that. So this past weekend, they had the Wizarding World Marathon on Sci-Fi. And they do this often. So, there's been times when I'll be just browsing the channels and come across Sci-Fi and one of the Harry Potter movies is on. And they do all the Harry Potter movies in sequence, as well as the Fantastic Beasts movies. So it's really cool. And on that note, my daughter Juliet, you might have remembered her from doing a couple of episodes with me. She went to a consignment shop a couple of days ago, and she didn't buy anything for herself, but she ended up buying me this Harry Potter book. So it has all kinds of the different spells, how to pronounce them, how to use them, what they're for, as well as all the charms and just all the, things about the wands, anything that you could find working with spells in Harry Potter world. And it's so cool. I started reading it, and it's pretty cool. So if you're a Harry Potter fan, it's called The Ultimate Harry Potter Spellbook. And I'm not sure if it's written by J.K. Rowling. It doesn't really say, to be honest. So I don't know. I'm trying to look at it right now because I don't see any author's name on here. So I'm not exactly sure. It is unofficial though. Says it's unofficial. So I kind of doubt it's by J.K. Rowling. Anyway, let's move on with the Astrocast for the week of February 24 to March 1. So there is a lot going on this week. So bear with me as I get through everything with you. Some exciting things. There's just a lot going on. You'll see. Anyway, on Saturday, today, if you're listening, February 24, the moon is 5 degrees in Virgo and is full at 7:30 a.m. And this full moon is called the snow moon. And its name derives from the idea that February is usually when certain climates get the most snow, like me up in the northeast. Other names that people have used are the ice moon, sleet moon, and frost moon. It has also been known as the hunger moon since February is the month for the lowest food supply for hunters and harvesters. Since February usually only lasts 28 days, there are times when the month has no full moon at all. And this happens about every 19 years, and it is considered the black moon. So also at 7:30 a.m. on Saturday, the moon and sun are in opposition. So here's another new term. This is when the two planets are at 180 degrees and are working against each other. Okay, so think opposites, They may have the same goal, but they have different ways of obtaining that goal, different ways of getting there. They always seem to end up with some kind of compromise, though, so it ends up working out at the end. So the moon and Saturn are in opposition, remember 180 degrees, at 3:24 p.m. At 5:49, the moon and Jupiter are trine. And if you remember from last week's episode, trine is 120 degrees. Venus and Jupiter square at 11:01. On Sunday, the 25th, the moon is in its third quarter phase and trines with Uranus at 12:04 p.m. On Monday at 2:35 a.m., the moon and Neptune are in opposition, and the moon is also void, of course, until 9:29 when it enters Libra. The moon and Pluto trine at 11:47 a.m. On Tuesday, Mars squares Jupiter at 3:30 a.m. At 7:51, the moon and Mars trine, then the moon and Venus trine at 1:22 p.m. The moon is also void until it enters Scorpio on Wednesday at, 10:09 p.m. Also on Wednesday, we have a few conjunctions. Sun and Mercury at 3:43 a.m., Mercury and Saturn at 10:08, and the Sun and Saturn at 4:25 p.m. On Thursday, the 29th, Happy Leap Day! So a leap year, or the added day in February, which is called the leap day, happens in order to keep the calendar year synchronized with the astronomical calendar year. This happens every 4 years. So if you were born on a leap day, you were called a leapling. If you are a leapling, how do you celebrate your birthday? Unfortunately, you still age every year. Sorry about that. But if it was me, I would have a huge celebration every 4 years. Anyway, let's move on. So we're still talking about Thursday, and the moon and Pluto square at 12:33 a.m. At 4:53, Mercury and Jupiter sextile. The moon and Saturn trine at 5:52 p.m. The moon is trined with the sun at 7:53. At 8:40 p.m., the moon and Jupiter are in opposition. At 11:18, the moon is square with Mercury. So, that's the Astrocast for the week, and we'll go over what all that means. So, during the full moon, you might get the urge to do some cleaning. Since spring is right around the corner, this makes absolute sense that you would want to prepare your home for it. But where the moon and sun will be in opposition, you may get frustrated at the hard work you've done. You might feel like there's little to show for it. So I say just take it a little bit at a time, maybe one major cleanup per week. Like if you're cleaning the baseboards, do that one day. And then maybe another day, clean up your curtains or, anything that you do when you're doing your spring cleaning. There's still a few more weeks left till spring, so you do have time. Get something nice to decorate your home with. And be sure you stick with any plans that you have made. This will help get the job done efficiently. You might get yourself upset over something. Monday will be a time to postpone decisions. You may get the urge to tuck into your shell on Tuesday, or you might feel cheerful, or maybe a little bit of both. That can happen too. So with all the conjunctions on Wednesday, it will be a good time for a short trip or some serious thinking. Leap Day would be a great time to do spells relating to realignment and growth. Also on this day, you might want to make as few demands as possible on people. It's also a day for new ideas. Be patient with any accomplishments. You will feel at ease with the opposite sex. Seek enjoyment this week as you might feel restless. All right, that went on a little bit shorter than I expected. Where there seemed to be a lot, I kind of went through it quickly, so hopefully you got all that information. Magick Moonlog is sponsored by Life Changing Energy. They've got yoga outfits and all kinds of other clothing, jewelry, and healing tools. Take an online course. I took my course with Vicky Gold and am now a certified crystal and chakra healer. Please visit lifechangingenergy.com and use the promo code Magick 7. That's Magick with a K, number 7, for 7% off your purchase. And now back to the show. So anyway, let's do the spell of the week from the Spell of the Day Almanac. And this is on page 46. Let's see. And it's called Remember Your Dreams Spell. And this is for February 27, which is Tuesday. And the color of the day is scarlet. And the incense of the day is basil. Dreams can reveal a lot of information. Through dreams, our subconscious speaks to us, and the language of magic comes through. However, it's not always easy to remember dreams. The first step is to keep a journal next to your bed. Anytime you wake up, write down what you remember, even if this is just colors, concepts, or feelings. You can seed your dreams before going to bed in order to ask for specific help. Early in the day, get a small bowl. Put the following items in the bowl: 1 pinch of dried mugwort, 1 pinch of dried lavender, 1 pinch of dried rose. Then fill the bowl with water. Using the first 2 fingers of your dominant hand, draw an invoking pentacle over the water. Lean close to the bowl and whisper the question or advice that you seek during sleep. Place the bowl of water in the freezer. Before going to sleep that night, take out the bowl of frozen water and put it under your bed. When you wake up, immediately write down anything on your mind. Take a bath, adding in the water from the bowl, and allow yourself to meditate on the dreams you had. And that is written by Phoenix LaFay and Guyan Raven. Okay, now for the Everyday Spells card. Everyday Spells card. And this one is the housewarming spell. You'll need 2 bundles dried eucalyptus, 1 brown candle, 1 cinnamon incense, 1 glass votive jar. This spell is useful for moving into a new home. It can work for you or a friend or relative. Gather 2 bundles of dried eucalyptus and hang it high on the doors. Walk through each door with a brown candle and a glass votive jar. Do the same with the incense. Repeat the following spell 3 times. Home of my body, I accept your shelter. Home of my heart, I receive your blessings. Home of my heart, I am open to joy. So it is by Magick Sealed. And as usual, I will post that on the Facebook page. And then for the Oracle. So the Oracle cards I'm going to draw from are the Dragon Oracle cards by Diana Cooper. And the artwork is by Carla Lee Morrow. So I'm going to open the box and take out the book. And the cards. And this is what the back of the cards look like. And so I'm going to go ahead and give them a good shuffle. And as I'm doing this, think about what it is you want to know for this week, for this coming week. All right? And maybe if we get the vibes, we can figure out, maybe the card that we choose will kind of give us some guidance to what we... Oh, and on that note, a card just did a flipperoo on me. And let me put those over there. Now, this book, this is the book that comes with it. It takes me a minute to look for it because it's not, let's see, Royal Blue and Gold Dragon. So, let's see. It's kind of hard to find them. All right, here it is, 70. So the index in the front really helps. Okay, 70. Oh, I just passed it. All right. We chose the Royal Blue and Gold Dragon card. And it says, it strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. And the card is about, I'm going to read the about card. I'm going to read the description of the card. Sorry. Royal blue and gold are the colors of majesty, dignity, and illumined achievement. Royal blue and gold dragons carry these qualities and prompt us to stand in our magnificence and true power. These fifth-dimensional dragons come to us when they see royal blue and gold in our aura, indicating that we hold wisdom with power in perfect balance, which has been earned from our connections with the golden era of Atlantis. We may have been incarnate or in spirit at that time, but we were living or serving on a higher path. The dragons will swirl around us, reminding us who we truly are and breathing light into our energy fields to reawaken our ancient gifts and talents so that we can utilize them once more in service. They will re-energize our cloak of power and wisdom so that we can wear it with pride. And the guidance says, a royal blue and gold dragon is lighting up the gifts and talents you carry in your aura. It is breathing courage, support, and dignity into you so that you can wear your cloak of power and wisdom with pride. Most important of all, it is awakening you to who you truly are. It is enabling you to radiate your special light. This dragon is always with you. It holds your sword of truth so Archangel Michael can enable you to speak and act with truth and honor at all times. It wars at those who try to diminish you and befriends those who empower you. You have all the support you need to teach divine majesty by example. All right, there is that. Okay, everyone. So that's all I have for you today. I hope this episode was insightful and informative, and keep coming back to Magic Moonlog every Saturday. All right, everyone. Have a very magical week. If you like this episode or show, please consider going over to Apple or Spotify to give me a rating and review. It will really help with the algorithm of the show. Share with your friends and follow me at Witch Magic on Instagram. You can also join us on the Witch Magic Facebook group. If you would like to support the show even more, you could check out my Patreon and Ko-fi pages and join the tier of your choosing and budget for extra perks, as well as helping me maybe get a cup of tea. Thanks, everyone.